Hi, I'm Susan. Today I'm participating in week 35 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. And our prompts this week is a flower. And I've got these flowers I may use. Postal items. I've got these postal stamps. Something written in your non-dominant hand. I'll take care of that later. Security envelope designs, and I've got these offcuts from something I'm doing now, so I thought I'd use those. And lace, I've got some lace, and the bonus is sheet music, and I've got that, and I actually have some on this page. I'm kind of excited about that. I don't want to cover up too much of this page, so I hope everybody's doing great, and so let's get started. I hope everybody is doing wonderful. I am doing pretty good. Can't complain. And I'm just gonna probably do a 2-page spread on this. Just to, since I've got music down there, I think I'm just gonna use some here. I'm wondering about making it I could tuck it up still for my prompts underneath. Let me straighten this up just a tad. I've been very, very busy this morning. I cleaned house, yay me. And I've filmed a cooking video. I still got to finish it off and edit it and all that good stuff. And so now I'm going to do the Margarete Miller, and hopefully I'll do another video for Monday. We'll see. Okay, let me get this down. This is old sheet music that they were going to throw away at my church, so I grabbed it. Old books. Okay, and I forgot to ink, but it looks aged, so it probably doesn't need it, but I'm just going to go around. I actually already inked around the edge of my pages because I forgot last week, and I inked around my flowers to save time. Move this lace. Okay, so if I don't forget again and cover it up, I figure I'll bring some of the blue from this page using these. And I think I'm gonna use one to write on as well. So let me I'm gonna give these, let me just tear. Just get some pieces going. Just to give it a little rugged edge. I'm very excited. I did give away my journal. I've got to get it in the mail next week. But Debbie won it at My Vagabond Light. And she does Margarete Miller as well. I think it's My Vagabond something. I'm terrible with names. Please don't take offense, because I even get my own kid's name mixed up. It's a running joke in my family. So let me see. My Vagabond Style. Debbie at My Vagabond Style. I'm sorry, Debbie. But I was so excited that she won. She wants me to, she's living in Mexico right now, but she wants me to mail it to her home in the States. So I'm going to do that and try to get it in the mail next week. And she said her mother-in-law will be looking for it. And when she gets home in November, she's going to do a flip through or an unboxing. So that'll be fun. but I'm excited. I want everybody to win. I appreciate every one of my viewers. And I wished I could have had something for everybody. So I'm going to ink these up. I wasn't quite sure what she meant by security envelope design, so I just went with the design, you know, use the inside of the envelope, the designs in there, because there's all different kinds. So I went with the blue. And I wondered if this could count for a postal item. It seemed like it would, but I'm going to use the stamps instead. So I'm going to try writing on one of these with my non-dominant hand. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but we will find out. Let's see. We'll go with a thick end. Alright, fingers crossed, because I am definitely not a lefty. I wished I was ambidextrous. Alright. Okay. It could be worse. It could be better. But it is what it is. Alright. So, I'll figure out. I'll probably put that there. Maybe add some pieces. We'll go with 3. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Why not? I'm going to put it down and work with it. That's from my phone bill. Okay. Well, I've been getting into that book, that Barbie of Nellie and Ruth Designs. She talked about Lisa Gardner. I know you've heard me talk about it, and I'm reading Alone, and it's really getting good. I'm about halfway through the book. I don't get to read it as much as I want, but probably read it more than I should. But it is really, really good. And I can tell I'm going to be saving my money to get some more of these books. Okay, let's see. I've got these flowers. I think I'm going to put one. Maybe I'll put this one. That's pretty. I'll put that there. But it is so good. I mean, I'm wondering about these people and what they're up to and who's pulling the strings on all this. And it's got me hooked. So, I love a good mystery, a good thriller, a good mystery. Boy, it suckers me in. I love a book that you can't put down, even if I need to put it down. So I think I'm going to go ahead and bring maybe something like this. I'm not sure. that. That blends in a lot though. Let me see. Maybe something like that. We'll save that one for another day. Okay, let's see. Make sure I got my sheet music, got my flowers. I need my postal item, and I need to do something with these spaces. So let me think. First of all, let me put down my postal items. I think I'm going to do that in the background. I've got a couple. Start off with this larger one, and I think I want to use my copper. I think it'll look nice against the background here. Let's hope I can get it. Only thing about my book's getting fat. I'm having to clip my pages down. So I hope it'll stamp. Not bad. I like the subtlety of it. I may come back and do some black. Okay. Well, let's do 3 so we get our 3s. Do this one like this. Okay. Works for me. And now, let's see what I did with my little stamp. So my little platform. And I think I'll do this one in black. Now I am going to figure out where to put everything else. I don't really want that up there. Because I've got this one up there. Maybe something along those lines. I really want that against the blue. Okay, and I've got to remember my lace. I'll probably cut off that piece, and I'm going to cut off that little band. Just tear it. This lace I've had probably since the late 80s. Remember when these colors were popular? Still pretty. So I think I'm just gonna put a piece there over the edge. I'll figure out which. I think that's the front. So let me get my Fabri-Tac. I'm just going to add that along that baseline. And I may do some on the edge of the page. But I don't think I'm going to wait until I get everything down. Okay, so Susan needs to figure out where she's going to put everything. I just don't, I think that's too big. And I need something up there. And I think I'm going to add a tab to my prompts to pull down from the bottom there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Slide those in like that. And now, I want this here, I know. Do I want that? It's gonna probably blend in a little bit. But I think I'm just gonna go with that one. Wish I could hear you. I'm sure you're telling me what to do. And everything always looks different on the camera when you're looking down at it than it does to me when I'm fixing it. Okay. So I have got what I need so far. I got my flower, postal item, something written in my non-dominant hand, security envelope design, lace, and sheet music. So now the rest is gravy. I've got to figure out what I want to put up here. I do like the flowers, but I think we've done been down that road. So let's see what else I can find. I have bound to have something in one of these boxes. $100 million pieces of ephemera and got nothing, huh? Oh, how cute. I like how that stands against the background. And I've got these ladies. That doesn't look bad. All these pieces of ephemera and feel like I don't have anything. Why is that? We're never satisfied, are we? do like those ladies. I like that little girl, but it's kind of big, is the only thing. So I think I'm going to exclude that just for that simple reason. I like her blue hat. I like her blue dress. Let's see. I could add another one down here. We need the rule of threes, don't we? Wonder if I have another one. And if I have it, I wonder if I can find it. Well, I don't see another one. I have been using them a lot. I've got her. I like the other ladies better, and I'd rather her look like those ladies. Isn't that cute? I'm thinking I don't have any more. I do have and that's cute. I like that one, and it's kind of postal, and it's got a tint of blue in it. I think I'm going to go with those three. Just something to make the eye travel around. I try to be prepared. So I think I'm going to round the corners on these as well. And we're almost finished with Murder in the First, and it has been good. I think I'll leave that one. I don't know. I've got a smaller round or so. But it has been good, and I don't know what we'll watch next. I tell you, Justified has been hard one to top. It was so good that my husband and I were talking about how we'd like to just go ahead and watch it again. And that's good. And if it wasn't for the language, we probably would. And I'm sure we'll rewatch it one day, because it has just been so, it was such a good series. Although my husband says he heard that he didn't think that the other one that's out now is as good. And I can understand, because the guy that played Boyd on the first series, he's a tough act to follow. It's just the chemistry of all the characters on that show, and you sometimes just can't duplicate that with a brand new show. You know, even if you bring back one of the main characters, he's playing off against the others, and there were just so many great characters on there, so many great actors. And the thing I liked about it is it kept you laughing. Even when it was serious, it would be something that would just crack you up, especially being a Southerner, because they had the Southerners down to a T. Because you have the older people, some of the older people in there, people always underestimate, especially in the South. You know, we have a tendency to people think that we're stupid and don't, you know, just all a bunch of hicks and stuff. And of A lot of us are. I'll be the first to admit, and I'm proud of it. That's the way it is down in the South. You don't care because if people, you know, think less of you for that, but it doesn't mean you're not smart. And they would underestimate these old people in these shows, in Justified, and it was just so funny because it reminds you of my grandmother or somebody, you know. She was tough. She could be. She played the victim sometimes, but she was tough. So I think I'm gonna add some lace on the side there. And I may just keep the thing on. I don't know. I don't know if I want the bulk or not, but I do want the lace. So let me add. Cut that off. Just see what I can do. Relieve some stress tearing this up. Now, my Southern ancestors, they may not have had the book smart. My great-grandmother, she only had a 3rd grade education, and my grandfather only had a 5th grade education. They had to go in the field and work. You know, that's just the way it was back then. And but there's a lot to be said for common sense, because I've known people that's had a lot of book smart and, you know, very intelligent, but didn't have a lick of common sense. Unfortunately, I think I missed the boat on both. Alright, so I'm going to put that down there. I'm liking it. And I went to Five Below the other day, and I got this. My friend Cheryl at Ink Pult's been talking up these little blending stub thingamajiggies, and I think I'm going to try that. Outlining. I like my Stabila All, and I usually use a water brush, but I'm going to try blending with those and see if I like it. Doesn't hurt to try, just to make the flowers pop. I think that's one reason the southern aspect is why I like the Jana de Leon books so much. It's set in Louisiana, and those old ladies, they play helpless and dumb, but they not. Well, one of them might be a little on the borderline, but she's funny. She's smart, but she is something else. She's a hoot. But I love how they all play the victim and people just buy into it. I won't tell too much because I don't want to give away the plot if you ever want to read those books. Well, it's not bad. Let me try it with my Stabila All and without the water. It's just not giving me the black I want with the pencil. It's not bad. It doesn't it's a lot more subtle than with the water pen, although I do like the water pen. I guess it's just how much you want it to pop out, and I'm okay with subtle. Alright, this one. That. I like the look of that. We have had so much heat. It has been rough this week. Hopefully it's going to get cooler. It's been in the 80s in the middle of the night. I've gotten up early in the morning around 2:30, and it's still been in the 80s. And I took my son to work. He had to be at work at 5, and the temperature at the bank had 80 degrees then, and I'm sure it had cooled down some since when I got up. So and I'm going to use some of that just to define a little bit of these, just to do a little sketchy, just nothing to make them shine too much, but just to let them pop a little bit, give them a little dimension. But it has been so hot, and so the 80s and high 70s and low 80s have been our lows this past week, and the highs have been in the hundreds. And we are the 10-day forecast says we're supposed to get some rain, I think thunderstorms tomorrow night, and then the temperature should drop, and it's supposed to be like the lows in the 60s and the highs in the 80s. So I'm looking forward to that, because overall we've had a fairly mild summer. It's just been, we've had these odd weeks here and there where it has just been unbearable. I mean, when you go to, like I said, I mentioned in one of my other videos, I have a utility room, and in those days I get up early when my husband leaves, and I go ahead and try to get my laundry started, and it is, you go out there at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it is just unbearable at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can imagine as you go further on in the day what it's like. So I'm ready for fall. But we've gotten so much rain this summer, but we probably could be using a little bit more now. I'm liking that. I didn't mean to go across her eyes, but it is what it is. You can't take it back. So, once again, I have got my flower, my postal items, and that's actually a postcard too. Something written in your non-dominant hand, security envelope design, and lace and bonuses sheet music. So I've got it all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And be sure and check out Margarete Miller's channel, and be sure and check out the hashtag 2023 CWP 35 to see what everyone else has made. So y'all have a great, wonderful week. Until next time, bye y'all.